Hi there YouTube, Big G back again with another video, and this time some new hardware. So day before yesterday I bought some new hardware, and but based on an old retro system, and a real classic too, the SNES classic. So I've been tempted to buy one of these. I don't generally buy new old hardware retro systems, but I was tempted to buy one of this, and I thought, no, what the heck, I'm going to go out and purchase it, and I'll give you a quick little overview of the system, and then you can make up your mind yourself whether you'd also want to go out there and purchase this little system from Nintendo. So first off, what is the unit like itself? Now I must say I give it 10 out of 10 for build quality, the feel of it as well. It really is well made. I mean, just look at that. I mean, it looks identical, almost identical to the classic SNES. PAL version obviously, because yeah, in South Africa we only had the PAL version, so we've got the PAL version. I'd love to get hold of the American version, just to have both. I suppose that's just been a little bit greedy, but otherwise here we are, the classic form factor of the actual machine. Really good quality plastic. What I like about it is I was wondering how all the cables were going to work, so it's a matter of just flipping open the front little cover there, and you can see there the two controllers go in there. You've got your on-off switch in the classic place, the reset switch there, and at the back, very importantly, that HDMI connection, because one of my pet hates is the fact that I've got to play these classic old machines using the old connections, and you just don't get a great picture, and it just sort of spoils it. Now you want the updated picture, and then the little power connector at the back there. What games does it come with? We'll just quickly go through. It's all on the back of the box here. Some real classics, some I've actually never played before, but some of them I have. You know, you've got just your staples, your Super Mario Kart, your Legend of Zelda, your Super Mario World, being the staples, and then some other oddball ones thrown in there as well as your Super Metroids, your Star Foxes, and Street Fighter 2, which is also a grand old daddy of fighting games. And then the one I really enjoyed playing is Contra, but numerous others. So there's 20 built-in games, yeah, and I must say 20 great titles. And especially if you wanted to ever play a title that you'll most probably never own, something like Earthbound, which is just ridiculously expensive to get the actual original one, which means you'd have to play it on emulated software or, you know, some other emulation. Great to be able to play the original here, and I call it the original because yes, it's an emulated machine, but this is an original Nintendo machine, so there is a slight difference, and you'll see as well when I actually put the games on how well they play. So let's jump straight into it, and I'll just give you a quick overview of some of the games, and yeah, let's see what you think about it. Okay, so I've got it set up on my flat screen here in my study, and got the trusty controller out that came with it. Feels really great. Doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. The plastic feels like a great quality. The buttons feel great. Feels very, very authentic. The cable is a nice length. It would have been nice to have it cable free, but I'm sure that would have just added to the cost. So yeah, let's switch on the machine. I love just using the original. It's so nostalgic switching it on from the on-off switch. And there we are into the menu. Very, very simple. You know, going all the way through, seeing which games you'd actually like to play. I mean, you can't get any simpler than that. I mean, look at these classics. Legend of Zelda, Contra, the Alien Wars. So let's just kick it off with a little bit of Contra. So I must say the picture quality is great, really is great. Colors, everything is there. I'm going to skip past the intro. What a classic old shooter. Ah, a little bit rusty. Very rusty. And when I'm tired of playing, just hit the reset button. Okay, so that was Contra in the basic mode, and I thought let me just show you quickly some of the other settings. Very basic, which is nice. You can also then play it, that was in the 4.3 mode, you can play it pixel perfect, or you can play CRT filter, so that it actually brings back that nostalgic CRT look. So let's choose that. And then you can also put a frame around it, because obviously you've got a big open border. So let's choose a frame, and let's choose that. Let's have a look at Contra again, using those basic options. So let's try it again. I like the border, and already I prefer this sort of retro look to the actual game, now that they've sort of added in a filter. So, yes, I think that looks better. The previous version actually looked a little bit washed out. Well, I thought it looked a little bit washed out. So let's call this the SNES classic look. That one gets me every time. I really need a lot of practice with this game. So that was just playing it in the using the filter for the retro look, which I thought was actually quite good. Let me just reset it. So guys, my first impressions are actually very good. Controller is great, the game selection is great, and the build quality of the actual unit itself is fantastic. I like the basic options that you have, that allows you then to put in filters. I mean, you can see there's even other options over there. So you can change the demos, and you can reset the factory resets, screen burn-in reduction and so forth. But everything is just very basic and easy. Change the languages, legal note, of course manuals, which is also great, so that you can actually see the different manuals, you know, on your actual device. View the original game manuals and other information on your smart device. Oh, okay, I might actually give that a try. So, something else to play with. So, you know, they've really gone out of their way to try make the process simple and easy, but also give it a nice polished professional look. So guys, I really recommend this little unit, and if you do get the opportunity to purchase one, I would definitely do so. I missed out on the NES Classic. Fortunately I have the SNES Classic now, and I would like to, if possible, pick up the American styled one as well at a later stage, if that becomes available. So guys, yeah, that's the SNES Classic in a nutshell. Get one, and cheers from me guys, and remember, keep it retro.